So how does a 75-year-old friendship survive when the surrounding neighborhood, the Indo-Pacific, is basically a geopolitical pressure cooker?
Yeah, it's a really great question.
Today we're diving into the core signals from Thai Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul's recent trip to Australia. And this is a big deal because it's the first official visit by a Thai PM in, I think, 14 years.
Right, 14 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a stack of recent news broadcasts and official government transcripts to figure out what Thailand's endgame is here. And it really seems to act as a prelude to next year's 75th anniversary of diplomatic ties.
Exactly. That 75-year milestone is really the crucial backdrop for all of this, because we're watching a relationship that's, it's pivoting.
Pivoting from what?
Well, from traditional trade and cultural exchange into a much more hardened strategic partnership, one that's really aimed at stabilizing a deeply interconnected and, frankly, volatile region.
Right. And let's look at how they're actually building that, because it starts surprisingly local.
It really does.
The PM spent time in Sydney Oz Thai Town, and he was dining at a spot called Duty King with Sydney Mayor Clover Moore.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And he made a point to thank the New South Wales Governor, Margaret Beazley, for supporting upcoming events like September's Thailand Grand Festival. It feels very much like grassroots diplomacy.
It is, but it's also, it serves as a launchpad for something highly modern.
How so?
Well, right after rallying that local diaspora, he went straight to Canva Sydney headquarters.
Wait, Canva? Like the graphic design app?
Yeah, it's actually...
I'm trying to connect the dots between, local food diplomacy and a tech startup. How does Canva fit into a 75-year regional security evolution?
So think about economic resilience. Canva is actually rolling out these localized, AI-driven tools that are specifically tailored for Southeast Asia.
Okay.
And the PM isn't just taking a tour for the photo op. He wants Thai small and medium businesses to use these specific AI tools to overcome language and design barriers.
Which allows local merchants to compete for global revenue. So a local shop in Bangkok can suddenly market themselves to a buyer in Berlin with, zero friction.
That's the mechanism, yeah.
Right.
And the second half of that play is him pitching Canva to expand its actual engineering and talent base inside Thailand.
Ah, I see.
Because that ensures the revenue generated in the global digital market flows directly back into the Thai economy, rather than just enriching a foreign platform.
Right. So they're building an economy that can hold its own on the world stage.
Exactly.
But, building that tech-forward economy means surviving the current superpower tug of war.
Yes, which is the hard part.
Yeah. And the PM spoke at the Lowy Institute, which is an independent policy think tank, and he pitched this concept of strategic autonomy.
Right, the Lowy Institute speech.
Now, when he pitches strategic autonomy, is that just a polite way of saying that Thailand refuses to commit to allies and they're just going to sit on the fence?
It is tempting to read it that way, sure. But the PM broke this down into 3 pillars that show it's actually a highly active strategy, not just passive fence sitting.
Okay, what's the first pillar?
The first is true regionalism. And the core of this is keeping ASEAN, the bloc of 10 Southeast Asian nations, completely unified.
Unified, right. And he specifically mentioned resolving issues with Cambodia through peaceful bilateral talks.
He did, yeah.
Why Cambodia? How does that specific relationship threaten a whole regional bloc?
Well, if border disputes or diplomatic spats between immediate neighbors like Thailand and Cambodia escalate, it creates a fracture.
Oh, and superpowers exploit fractures.
Exactly. They can step in, back one side or the other, and that shatters the unity of the entire 10-nation bloc.
Wow.
So keeping the immediate neighborhood stable keeps outside interference at bay.
I see. So regional unity acts as armor.
That's a good way to put it.
Which leads to that second pillar, the strategic autonomy. If it's not fence-sitting, what is it?
He defines it as retaining the ability to make independent decisions based on concrete national interests and facts.
So not being forced into ideological camps.
Right. They're willing to work with diverse partners, the U.S., China, Australia, without being boxed in by any of them.
It sounds a lot like treating a country's foreign policy like a diversified investment portfolio.
Yeah, how do you mean?
Well, you don't put all your money in one tech stock. You spread it out across sectors, so if one market crashes, your whole portfolio doesn't go down.
That captures the underlying logic perfectly. And that feeds directly into his third pillar, which is resilience.
Oh, which brings us right back to that Canva meeting.
It really does. The deeper and more diverse your economic ties, like embedding tech skills and global revenue streams into your local businesses, the less vulnerable you are.
Less vulnerable to another country wielding economic leverage over you.
Precisely. You don't have to rely on just one major superpower.
So taking a step back, what is the ultimate takeaway for anyone trying to understand this global chessboard?
Well, the PM noted that middle powers, so mid-sized, globally integrated nations like Thailand and Australia, they don't necessarily dictate the global balance of power.
But they actively shape how that power is exercised in their specific region.
Exactly. We spend so much time analyzing every little move the superpowers make.
Right.
Yet it's these middle powers that are actually laying down the day-to-day framework, the trade agreements, digital integration, border stability.
It's like they're the ones actually building the roads, while the superpowers are just arguing over who owns the map.
That's a brilliant way to look at it. It completely reframes how we view international relations.
It really does.
Yeah.
And it leaves you with something major to consider.
What's that?
Well, if mid-sized nations can successfully secure their digital economies and just absolutely refuse to choose camps during an era of such extreme global polarization,
Yeah.
will the future of international stability actually be determined by these agile middle powers
Yeah.
outmaneuvering the traditional superpowers?